A small portion of the state, which is next to the river, has deeper layers of sand, soil, and pebbles. There also water accumulates. Now I will explain you the definition of aquifer. A layer of water, a layer of water which accumulates under the ground, which accumulates under the ground among the rocks is called as aquifer. The thickness of the aquifer determine the availability of water in that particular area. Do you understand? Again, I will tell the definition of aquifer. A layer of water which accumulates under the ground among the rocks is called as aquifer. That means we are getting the water from the aquifers. Okay now. So many layers are there formed on the ground. So beneath of these layers, aquifer is there. From there we are getting water. Okay. The thickness of the aquifer determines the availability of water in that particular area. This definition is very important. Once again, you remember, a layer of water which accumulates water under the ground among the rocks is called as aquifer. Do you understand? So now I will tell you the water table. Water table. Groundwater level or water table. See, I will draw one table. Groundwater level, or water table. Zero meters, 5 meters, then 10 meters. See, this is well 1, well 2, well 3, well 4. Okay. This is the table you have to observe now. How many wells I drawn here? 4 wells. Well 1, well 2, well 3, well 4. By seeing this table, what do you understand? You will get the water in the depth of 5 meters. Okay, na? This is the 5 meters depth. All the wells contain water in the depth of 5 meters. Okay, na? Then if you strike the another well in that particular area, then you will get the water in the depth of 5 meters. That is called as groundwater level, or else water table. Do you understand? Very easy to understand this one. I drawn 4 wells. These 4 wells contains the water in the depth of 5 meters. Okay. If you strike, dig another well in that particular area, we will strike the water in the depth of 5 meters. Okay, that is called as groundwater level or water table. Okay, now. So here what it indicates, if you, especially the areas which is near to the rivers, these areas having the more groundwater, isn't it or not? Okay, this is all about groundwater level, water table. Before that, I explained you aquifer, the layer of water under the ground among the rocks is called as aquifer. That definition is very important. The thickness of the aquifer determines the water levels in that particular area. Initially I explained you pervious rocks, impervious rocks. Okay, now in Andhra Pradesh, so we have granite rocks and Kadapa limestones. These are all compact rocks which not allows the water into inside of the among the rocks. Okay, so that top of those rocks layers contains the water. Those are impervious rocks. So pervious rocks allows the water to go deeper inside of them. That is called pervious rocks. In Andhra Pradesh, some districts like Prakasham, okay, contains pervious rocks. Sandstones comes under that category. Everything I explained you. Okay, na? Thank you very much. Good morning, children. Now I am going to explain tanks and groundwater part 2. 7th class, groundwater. Rainwater not only flows down streams and rivers, it also goes down into the soil and accumulates between rocks and pebbles. Okay, now what is groundwater? Just now I told you, rainwater goes down into the soil and storing among the rocks. Okay, we are getting water through these sources. Okay, whenever these rainwater stores among the rocks and pebbles, then groundwater levels increase. That groundwater we are getting in the form of wells and bore wells. Earlier our ancestors used wells. They digged wells and they collected water from the wells. Now people are digging excessively these tube wells and drawing water. These sources we are getting the water. Do you understand? See, in Andhra Pradesh we have different kinds of rocks. Rocks can be categorized into two. One is pervious rocks, impervious rocks. The rocks which have cracks and pores. The rocks which have the rocks which have cracks or pores in the sense minute holes. These rocks taking the water and accumulating water in them. Do you understand? That means these rocks are having the capability to store water. Okay, na? Which rocks? Pervious rocks. If you go some districts in Andhra Pradesh, especially Prakasam district, we are able to see sandstones. These sandstones having the capability to store water like this. These sandstones comes under which category? Yes, pervious rocks category. In Andhra Pradesh, especially some districts like Prakasam, okay, those states have sandstones. These sandstones having the capability to accumulate water between Okay, na pebbles and stones, and we are drawing that water afterwards. Okay, this is pervious rocks. Impervious rocks, granite. You know the stone granite, Kadapa limestone. Granite and Kadapa limestone, these kind of rocks not allowing the water to go inside. Okay, na? So that only above that rocks some little bit cracks are available. Those cracks, those minute holes accumulates the water. Such a way, those area people are getting the water from the above the that rocks. Okay, na? So such kind of rocks are called as impervious rocks. Impervious rocks not allow the water to go inside of them. Do you understand? So which rocks comes under impervious category? Yes, granite and Kadapa limestone. So, what is the difference you identified between pervious rocks and impervious rocks? For example, see, pervious rocks. Whenever water falls, then it goes down into the soil. Then among the rocks and pebbles, it may store afterwards. Whenever rocks allows, it happens. If rocks won't allows, it won't happen. Okay, na? Why these water going down? Because these stones having holes. Okay, na, minute holes and cracks. That's why water going down and storing among these rocks. So that we called as pervious rocks. In Andhra Pradesh, districts like Prakash, okay, sandstones are there. These sandstones comes under pervious rocks category. Do you understand? Another one, see, this is ground, top soils, top ground. Whenever rain falls, these rocks, that means granite and limestone won't allow water to go inside, so that here cracks and minute holes, okay, now available. So here water is storing, water not going inside of that land, inside of that soils. Okay, now these rocks are called as impervious rocks. I think everybody understood the difference between pervious rocks and impervious rocks. Okay, now so we are discussing about groundwater. If groundwater excess is there, then that village will get more water. Groundwater levels are high, that village people will get groundwater even in the summer period. Okay, na? It depends on the rocks, especially that area contains impervious rocks, they have very little water. Okay, if that area contains pervious rocks, then automatically they have excessive water. Do you understand these differences? Okay.